Good Friday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Environmental issues with cruise lines. You know, there's tons of groups out there that always say that cruise lines are they're dirty. They pollute. They're destroying the oceans and the environment. You can always find stories like that. Well, we had an incident this past Wednesday with a Carnival cruise ship, and I get it was an accident, but you know what? These types of things, they don't help the environmental image of cruise lines. So this past Wednesday, the Carnival Magic is fixing to depart from Grand Turk. There was a reported power outage on board the ship. Just a quick one, not very long, but apparently the ship lost power. The power came back on, a minute or so later, and then guests started to notice this black substance leaking out from the cruise ship, and it was initially reported as passengers as an oil leak. So they believe that the Carnival Magic was leaking oil there in the port at Grand Turk. Now, we'll go ahead and put some images up here so you guys can see, pictures that the passengers took. And yeah, I get where they believed it was an oil slick. It really looks like one. You can see it coming from the aft area around the ship. Now, it was determined fairly quickly that it was not oil, that it was actually soot. And Carnival stated they believe the accident was triggered by the power outage. Now, Carnival did release a statement. The Carnival Magic team is working on the cleanup of a soot discharge from the ship's exhaust gas control system that occurred while preparing to depart today from Grand Turk. A momentary power outage likely contributed to the incident. The ship's departure has been delayed while we complete the cleanup, and all appropriate authorities have been informed. We take our environmental responsibilities very seriously and will complete the proper cleanup and address any technical issues with the ship's EGCS equipment. Carnival Magic's itinerary should not be impacted. So they noticed it. They immediately jumped into action. They did get it cleaned up. All the authorities were notified. Did cause about a 2.5 hour delay for the Carnival Magic, but she was able to depart Grand Turk, continue on her itineraries, and there was no delays. Now, the exhaust gas control system, that is, commonly referred to as the scrubbers. And that is what is supposed to help clean the exhaust before it comes out of the top of the funnel of the ship. And it's done so they don't put as many pollutants into the air as they would without it. Now, I'm sure there's going to be an investigation because I understand accidents can happen. I understand things occur. But in this particular case, you had a power outage that somehow, when the power either went off or came back on, allowed the system to open and release this stuff into the ocean. Kind of makes me think that there's a safety something or another that should have been there to prevent this. If you lose power, it shouldn't automatically be like, cool, let's open this and leak it out into the ocean. That in the event of a power loss, things like that would, shut down. They would lock down. They couldn't just automatically open up. So I guarantee you there's going to be some type of investigation as into, what happened? Why did the power go off? Why did this door or latch or vent open up and allow this soot to leak out into the ocean? And yes, they got out there and they cleaned it up. Did they get it all? I don't know. But when cruise lines already have a bad reputation when it comes to environment, Carnival in particular, it's not like they haven't been in court before for environmental issues. This is just really something they don't need. This is not the type of accident you want to have happen. So hopefully whatever caused this, they correct it and prevent it from ever happening again in the future. They check it on all the other ships and make sure it can't happen there as well. And this is a story that, it needs to be told because I guarantee you there's probably going to be in the headlines in the next couple of days some story about, Carnival destroys the environment. Carnival killed all the marine life in the bay, something. So they always take it to extremes. So before it gets there, we try to make sure as much of the truth gets out as possibly can. All right, and that's going to be our quick cruise news video for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.
you.